See that guy over there? The one in the leather jacket with all the spikes on it? The one looking at you from under his brow like a predator? What's to keep him from knocking you down, taking your money, and then curb stomping you just for the fun of it? It must be really comforting to know that he won't do this to you because he knows God is watching him, that you're safe because one way or another, he will be caught and punished. Even if the human authorities never get to him, God will judge him and deal with him appropriately. The thought of this eternal and, more importantly, certain justice must be very comforting. You hear it all the time from religious people. They say things like, "I wouldn't want to live in a world where there was no God," and they cite situations just like this one to make their point. It never seems to occur to them that the universe might just be an unfair place, that their indignant desire for comforting justice doesn't make it come true. It must be terrifying to think of that possibility, to consider that some people might actually get hurt without any kind of recompense, without the perpetrator being found and punished. I can't imagine wanting to live in that kind of world. But neither can I imagine denying the reality of such a place if it existed. And by all evidence, by all accounts, that's precisely the kind of world we do live in, one where the only justice is human justice. And I can just hear some of you out there shouting, "You mean these people will just get away with it if they evade human authorities? But that's not fair! I don't want to live in a world like that." And I agree, it's not fair. And I wish I lived in a world where everything evened out, where the people who were hurt got justice against those who hurt them no matter what. But did you ever stop to consider that maybe that's not the world we live in? That no matter how hard we wish for it to be fair, it's never going to be? No matter how much indignant rage we work up over the injustices done to us, that we may never see the scales balance? I don't want to live in a world like that any more than you do. But you could at least have the courage to look the facts in the face instead of closing your eyes and pretending. Yes, it's very scary to live in a world like that, and yes, it probably gets a lot less scary to think that there is a God up there watching, protecting, and punishing the wicked. But if he's not actually there, it's a false comfort, and you lend yourself to potential disaster if you expect the intervention of someone who doesn't exist. And until you can show that God does exist, that faith isn't just wishing hard, that's exactly what you're doing, expecting help from your imaginary friend.